I'm Carol Angela Davis. Thank you for joining me on your daily financial video news blog and commentary. Today, Monday, April 12, 2010, we're going to begin with some headlines. We're going to take a look at the price at the gas pump. You know, it's been rising for the last month or so. Also, we have news for you on some sectors and stocks. We'll look at the smartphone industry, taking a look at Palm. We'll also look at the beverage industry, and we will also look at the airline industry. Plus, we have news for you on your foreclosure and your taxes, and then finally news for you in the unemployment industry. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
In America, 500,000 businesses are started each year. What does it take to launch a successful company? Discover the answers as entrepreneur Michael Vedini interviews the area's premier business leaders.
There's no better time right now for anyone to start a business.
Success is opportunity, timing, luck.
I knew that it was going to take a lot of hard work.
It's all about leadership. That's where it starts.
Join us for American Entrepreneur.
I'm Carol Angela Davis. Thank you for joining me on your daily financial video news blog and podcast. We're going to begin with some news for you. First, looking at stocks and sectors, taking a look over at Palm, where shares surged more than 20% today on reports that the company is going to put itself up for sale. Apparently, Palm hiring Goldman Sachs and Catalyst Partners to find a buyer. Word on the street is that Taiwan's HTC Corp and China's Lenovo Group both may make offers. Palm, as you know, has struggled to retain market share over its competitors. We're talking Research in Motion, that's the BlackBerry. Apple, that's the iPhone. We're talking Nokia, and we're talking Motorola. That, of course, is the Droid operating system. There have been very disappointing sales for Palm of its Pixie and Pre phones. Its stock plunged in late March. It is down almost 50% just over the last 3 months. Also, taking a look at the airline industry from New York, U.S. Senator Charles Schumer trying to do everything he can to help passengers, trying to get the federal government to stop the airlines from charging a fee for carry-on baggage. We told you about that last week. Schumer wanting the Treasury Department to rule that carry-on bags are a necessity for travel. This, of course, would make them exempt from a separate fee outside of the ticket price. Schumer saying those carry-on bags often carry medications and other necessities. We're talking about formula for the baby, medication for an adult or someone else. You have to have the carry-on bag. We're so happy he's hard at work there trying to make sure that the airline industries don't just take us to the bank. In the beverage industry, there is trouble there. Most consumers saying they plan to drink the same or less beverages than they drank last year. That is expected to cost the beverage industry about $8 billion in sales. That is according to a survey. We should tell you that for carbonated sodas, about 25% say they will spend less, while only 18% saying they will spend more. Those trends similar in other soft drink categories. We're talking bottled teas and sports and energy drinks. Only bottled juices and coffee saw the number of consumers planning to spend more outweigh those who plan to cut back. When it comes to alcoholic drinks, a study that was conducted also found that 89% of those surveyed plan to spend the same or less on alcoholic drinks this year. Already, your beverage giants, we're talking your Coca-Cola, your Pepsi, they are struggling with weak soft drink sales in North America, as are your global beer, wine, and spirits companies. Let's look at your unemployment. More than 200,000 jobless Americans anxiously awaiting the Senate to restore their extended unemployment insurance. As you know, lawmakers failed to extend that April 5th deadline before they went away for a 2-week recess. They are back today. A total of 1 million people could lose benefits this month if the Senate does not act. Also today, let's take a look at your gas pump. Prices at the pump up nearly 4 cents. That's in the past 3 weeks. In case you haven't noticed, they have been rising since February. The national average now for a price of gasoline, $2.85. Just so you know, the current average price is 80 cents above the price of a gallon of gasoline, a self-serve gasoline, just a year ago. The city with the lowest gas is Newark, New Jersey. The gas there, $2.64 a gallon. The city with the highest gas, Honolulu, Hawaii. The price there, $3.43. It's terrible. Looking at your housing, looking at taxes, looking at your foreclosures in general, you should know this. If you lose your home to foreclosure or short sale, where you sell your home for less than you owe on it, we want you to know that the IRS will not add insult to injury by counting the difference as income. That is the rule until 2012. Most of you then will be able to relax, but there are 4 major exceptions to that rule. Here they are. Number 1, you did a cash out refinance and you splurged. Number 2, you have a home equity line of credit. Number 3, you lost your vacation home or investment property. And number 4, you own a multi-million-dollar home. Now, even in the case of these 4 exceptions, however, you should know that if you, the taxpayer, were insolvent at the time of the foreclosure, the forgiven debt can be excluded for tax purposes. It can also be discharged in bankruptcy. Final problem, folks in California, you've got a problem. No matter what, California still makes you pay. The state legislature hoping to change this by April 15th, the filing deadline. Those are your stories, and It's About Finances, your daily financial video news blog. We thank you so much for joining us. I'm Carol Angela Davis. See you tomorrow.